Okay, hold on. Yeah. No, I was incorrect.
This is not how you measure Wang.
No, but I did it once, but I measured with my finger, so I knew it's this one.
Which one is it exactly?
Right there.
So it's like that exactly?
Yeah.
So if you were...
Yeah, Trisha, it's that one right there.
So if you were to turn it around and do it and show the camera...
No, wait a minute, no.
I know how big Cameron is.
For those just listening, good.
Don't watch.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it whatsoever.
Cameron's teaching me how to measure pee-pee.
Well, I mean, like, it's just... it's to remember, like, I don't know, I found out one day, like, I found out one day...
If you're just watching.
Oh, God. I found out one day that this gesture, it measured my pee-pee perfectly. And I was like, okay, that I'll always know. You know what I mean?
No, because you came to me today saying it was this.
Yeah, so I messed up and I said it was, yeah. So for those just listening, I measured from my pinky to my thumb, like a hang-loose symbol. And I was like, no. And I was like, I remember doing this, though. But then I looked at it, I was like, no, that's insane looking. There's no way.
No. And so you just got hard?
I just got hard, yeah, to completion.
you didn't have to go all the way.
No, I didn't have to, but I love myself, you know what I mean? I'm practicing self-care.
Yeah, I heard.
To the point. Oh, I'm audible.
You could have stopped at oh. I've heard enough of that.
Oh!
Oh! He must have finished. No, he just got hard.
No, he just got... Yeah, he said, oh!
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 Oh, dang it. It's not that at all.
There.
That's better.
What's the one where they can't separate?
Yeah, that's the one.
That one. We're, Couchfish. Welcome back.
No, welcome back.
Welcome back to the daylight. It's Couchfish.
Yeah, it's day out.
It's day out. It's our day out.
Does that look better? Do you guys like that better?
Is this anything?
Is this something?
It actually makes me feel better because you have. I'm just going to say, this house is creepy at night.
It is so creepy. It does make me feel better because also I have to pass. Oh, careful. There it goes. There it is. You get to look past me and look at that window. I have to look past you and look past the actual window, which when the lights are on in here, it's desolate and dark out there.
We're a fishbowl for anything who wants to get this close to the to the window.
Yep.
Because you can't see them this close.
And
but the second they do this,
boom, locked in.
You just see a silhouette of a smiley face. And
why?
Why did I say that?
Why did you say that while I'm looking past you at the window? Now I'm freaking out.
Now I have freaked myself out. This house... There's something that howls here.
Okay, so first of all, there's many things that howl around here. A. B. We are surrounded and it seems like a perfect circle. Like there's something either in this house so evil that all the wolves and dogs stay in a perfect circle around it.
They don't come close.
It is about a quarter of a mile that way and all the way around. It is so weird.
That's a big salt rain.
Our neighbors have dogs and horses and other animals, sheep.
Yep.
None of them make a peep.
Nope.
It's so odd. And can I say...
We're just sitting in it.
We're sitting in the midst of it, dude. I have stayed here, like, overnight by myself, probably...
No.
Tons.
Couldn't do it. Could not do it.
I will say...
Is the house haunted?
So, yes, but hear me out.
Okay.
Either they don't come around very often, or they're usually in a good mood, except for occasionally. So there's only two instances I have of I got the most dreary, uneasy feeling and like got caught in like this spiral of bad thoughts. And I was like, that's not me. That doesn't happen to me.
Just like doom thinking?
All of a sudden, yeah, I'm like, oh, there's so many doors, there's so many windows. But like, all of a sudden, it walked over. It wasn't like a thought I had. I wasn't thinking about the outside or anything. I was hanging out either editing or watching a movie or playing a video game. And then all of a sudden, this uneasy feeling just went boom, and full-blown affected me to the point where we have BB guns here.
High-powered pellet.
Powered pellet guns. I grab both guns, make sure they're loaded, and walk around the house. Because
you think it's people?
It feels like intuition until I realize it happened both times. And then I go all the way in the house, I lock every single door, which is a scary thought because I'm like, good, they're locked in here with me now.
They gotta deal with this.
Yeah. Pachoo, 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 I gotcha.
They don't know.
I go around to all those doors, make sure they're locked, and then go to every single room and Just absolutely sweep.
Spray the room.
Dude, just sweep and spray. Sweep and spray. I got the angles down and everything. I'm curling around corners.
Of course.
Just spraying and praying, dude.
Yeah.
And then I realize I'm alone, and I go, okay. So I put the guns down. I don't even feeling it's not left. And I'm like, okay. I should feel safe. All doors locked. I am alone, and I have guns.
Not people.
Not people. So what is it? And it did not put my mind rest at all.
No, that doesn't help.
No, it does not, dude.
It makes it much worse. I had something similar the other day. I think it was either today or yesterday. I don't remember. I was making a like a smoothie, and it was just one of those feelings where I'm facing the back wall where the smoothie is.
Yep. Oh, so away from all of the other open space.
Yep. Broad daylight. Turned it on, and I just got like my ears, like the inside of my ears, were just back here.
Ooh.
It just went like
either intuition or instinct or something. You went, something's there.
And it like was in my body. It was visceral. It was like, you have to turn around.
Yep.
And so I would, and nothing's there, obviously. And then I had to turn the blender off. I literally couldn't blend it all the way. I had to stop. It was that bad. Like, it was like...
This is what I'm talking about, dude. It's ethereal. Like, it's not something we usually experience.
Not bad. Not something you could shoot with a high-powered pellet gun.
No. It's not like turn around and fight. It's like turn around and address what's happening. Yes.
That's a creepy window.
Yeah, thanks. I'm staring at the entire evening. Stop pointing it out.
You're not staying the night, are you?
No, God, no. After this conversation, no.
Can I tell you some creepy, scary stories?
Then I'm for sure not spending the night. Continue.
Okay. I do have to sleep alone the entire weekend because my wife is going on a brand trip. Oh, I don't even want... I shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
I probably shouldn't.
Okay, but you're not going to edge me and everyone listening.
No.
Bust us, dude.
You edge yourself.
In fact, Oh!
So that's 3 inches, huh?
Oh, wow. I was the pinky and the ring finger. That's how I measured. I remember now.
Got it. Right there.
Yeah, what is this? We're looking at 2.
You hear that, ghosts? Nothing to worry about.
I'm not afraid anymore.
And you shouldn't be afraid either.
I can't cause any harm to anything.
Except my ego. Fragile ego. I don't think I've had any creepy experiences here, other than that. But I'm not here at night. And it always happens at night.
So at your house?
Yes, I've had one happen at the old house that we rented.
Yeah, the apartment.
And then I had another one happen when I was renting a room, like way long ago.
Was it in LA or here?
It was here. I was renting a room from some girl and her boyfriend.
Oh, so first of all, you had roommates that you didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't really know them.
Well, that sucks. Continue.
It was like $700 a month. So I was like, that's all I can afford.
Oh.
So I'll start from the beginning. That was the first one that I really remember. I was staying in this girl's house. But I was like, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Yeah, watch out now.
Yeah, I'm married. Oh, I'm married.
What are we going to do about this?
And that's why she's going away for a week.
Couple, I'm living with you.
And so I bought a blow-up mattress.
Sure.
In the room, yeah.
As you do.
And I stayed there for a long time on a blow-up mattress.
Okay.
So the blow-up mattress kind of ties in.
I assumed. I was hoping you were just like really pressing this issue.
Just drawing it out so the story's longer.
And I think the carpet was...
tile. So there was one night where I'm sleeping. I have nothing in the room. I am just air mattress, suitcase. So there's nothing there.
Wow, you're like a vagabond from a black and white movie.
Yeah. Speaking of, I had a... It's like those moments where you know you're awake, but then something happens and you're like, was I awake?
Okay. Sleep paralysis.
Yes. Okay, just a quick yes or no. Have you ever come in contact with a literal sleep paralysis demon?
Literal or figurative?
No, just like, have you seen one? Not like, that's my sleep paralysis demon. No, have you seen one?
Once.
I think I saw one as well.
Okay.
Let me tell mine, you tell yours.
Okay.
I'm laying down, I'm sleeping, and I don't remember why, but I had a feeling I needed to wake up.
Oh, God damn it.
So, I'm getting chills, bud.
I hate this. If you're listening to this at night, turn it off.
Turn it off, because it's gonna get there.
Oh, God.
It's gonna get there. I'm laying down. Picture this. I'm laying down.
I got it.
And it's horror movie. I don't wake up, I just open my eyes.
Duh, why would you do that?
I do
Wake up
that.
swinging. If your body says, you need to wake up now, swing.
I should have because it would answer so many questions, Cameron.
But you couldn't move, could you?
Oh, I moved.
Oh.
I moved after.
Tell me.
I woke up. I'm laying sideways, and I open my eyes, and all I see is a pitch black figure with eyes.
I'll kill you.
That does this.
No!
And I went.
No!
It was Cameron. It was this close to my face. It was watching me.
And then it jerked?
No. It was like crouching by the bed.
Fuck you.
Cause the bed, like my ears are going backwards, dude. My ears are going... the bed was like here, probably 2 feet, 3 feet, 2.5 feet.
You're listening.
And it was just this.
No, I'll kill you.
I saw it. It was a shadow. It wasn't a shadow. It was a fully formed
It's a thing.
thing.
It existed.
And it looked at me, and I freaked out to the point where I said the F word. But I was like, "Oh, what the?" And I stood up, and I'm at the door, and I didn't see it anymore. But I don't remember waking up from.
Oh.
I just remember reacting.
You blinked. You're at door.
I blinked. I'm at door. I'm like, did I wake up?
Or was I been awake?
Or did I just see something?
Oh.
And punch it.
You know what suck? What if that's what God looked like? And God was just like hanging out. Like that was just you being like, oh, you're special.
Don't want to go. You gotta work on. Gotta get your mirrors up here.
That's close.
God's personal space.
Archangel Michael, that's another one. I don't know what's going on. Running from me.
Straight to hell.
I'm starting to get my feelings hurt.
So, how the bed ties in. The next day, my mattress starts deflating.
Oh! Oh no!
Yeah.
We do have similar stories. Well, okay. Before anyone points it out, it could have been you popping your mattress from jumping off it so hard.
No. I found a tiny, tiny pinhole prick.
About the size of a talon.
About the size of that tooth. And I assumed it was the woman and her boyfriend in cahoots trying to get me to leave.
Were you a terrible roommate?
I'm the perfect roommate.
What? I know you are. You're so, especially back then, you were so introverted. There's no way you would ever cross a single boundary ever. In fact, I argue you would be an hour late to work if they were even in the kitchen, you'd walk by them.
I'm glad you understand that's exactly what I did. I've had to hear this couple make sweet, passionate love 1 room away from me, and I'm like, I can't roll over. They'll know I'm awake.
Oh my God, exactly.
I'm trying to be courteous,
Yep.
and they're just going balls to the wall.
Like, they actually opened your door and they're plowing against your wall.
He's in blackface. I got
Squats next to you.
I got something to do tonight.
And you go, well, if I announce I'm awake, it'll be very rude. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stay still.
And I guess I slipped into sleep paralysis.
I used my hand at some point.
So that's
So we solved it. The mystery's done.
I have thought of it. It has been 8 years.
So pinhole prick
Just a pinhole prick. And I was like, sabotage.
Yeah.
But that does not explain the blackface.
No, that was his own. That was extra for him.
It's been a tough one. I have a couple more, but please, you got me on scary stories. What was your sleep paralysis story?
My sleep paralysis story, it doesn't have any... I like yours because it has a physical action in the real world. There's something that was different about your environment afterwards. You went, oh, and it makes you double question. It wasn't real or was it not? That's what makes it truly scary. Mine, I'm fairly certain was fake. Like, I'm almost certain it was just actual sleep paralysis.
You making stuff up right now?
I think it was... No. Me?
Fake.
fake? No. It was. Oh yeah, it was fake as hell. It was a product of my imagination. But I also learning later in life. My friend Cody has actual sleep paralysis. He has this one woman who always haunts him.
That is weird.
Yeah, man, it's the weirdest thing in the whole world. My ex has a sleep paralysis demon. It's a man in a black hat. And I was present with her while she was talking about this man in a black hat. And then a couple months later, I'm across Instagram, and I just came across a feed like, oh, when you think you're going to bed for just 20-minute nap, and then this guy appears, and then you go to the comments, and everyone's talking about the man in the black hat.
They all have him?
Apparently, a good amount of people who have sleep paralysis have a man in black face and a black, big, like...
Yeah, I didn't get the memo that it was a hat.
It's a big...
All right, man in blackface, man in blackface.
Man in blackface, man in blackface. It's like one of those stupid brimmed hats. You ever seen Secret Window with Johnny Depp?
Yes.
And okay.
Yes.
Remember the guy who shows up with that hat? It's a guy in that hat. It's basically
that guy.
It's that guy. What's his name? The actor. You gotta help me here.
I don't remember. I'm not good with names.
God, I love him so much. Help us in the comments, please. I love him so much. It's gonna kill me. Anyway, so
look it up as you talk.
Yeah, it's oh, thank you. It's basically that guy. It's like a guy in an all-black suit.
That's weird that multiple people.
That figure apparently is just menacing to everyone. Because the way I look at it is, this is your body's like worst nightmare. It's something you can't see. It's something also internal and passed down from generations.
Yeah.
At night, when we didn't have houses, and you saw a dark figure slowly approaching, that's like your worst nightmare. John Turturro, thank you so much. That's like a worst nightmare, right? That's passed down through genes. Like, that's something true fear as humans, is dark things.
Figures.
But why the hat, then? Why does everyone have this hat?
That's like the whole point of it, is the hat. That's weird.
Isn't that odd? So anywho, yeah, but apparently it's very normal for you to have the same sleep paralysis demon for like a long time.
God, I hope not.
Yeah, oh yeah, you don't want this one back?
I don't want to wake up to that.
Here's that blackface. Of course that's yours.
I'm just waking up afraid that I'm canceling myself.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
You can't do that.
Yours has like a really thick Asian accent. With obviously a blackface.
All three?
So mine was, I only had this once, but so I have friends who've had the same sleep paralysis demon for like ever, like their whole lives.
Yes.
I experienced mine once and only once. I was at my old house in Rancho Cordova, and I was one of those cool kids who...
Still are.
Still are, dude. Actually, kind of. Who had a box spring and a mattress and then the sheet on it, and that's it. I did not have that stupid, like, space-saving bed post or anything like that, dude.
Can I call you out for a second?
Please.
You've gone backwards.
Yeah, I'm well aware. So may I out myself before you do this to me?
Go ahead.
I am more so dumb than anything. Let's start there. What I've been doing is I put my California King bed, by the way, mattress directly onto metal posts, just the bed frame. So I have a bed frame.
He's sleeping on metal.
I'm sleeping on metal. I didn't know that basically the box spring protects you from... I didn't know if you just put a mattress and whatever's beneath it, you're sleeping on whatever's beneath it. That's it.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Gotta have a box spring.
I didn't know you had to have a box spring. I just thought it was... I mean, I should have questioned that. Like, everyone has one. Why wouldn't I have one? But... yeah, I think it was...
You don't need one.
When I moved, it was space saving, so I got rid of it, and I was like, I'll get a new one if I need one. But at first, I didn't need one. But then recently, like, I can't sleep in my own bed because I wake up with, like, bruised ribs. And me...
sleeping on metal.
I'm sleeping on metal. Okay, it's stupid. And, yeah, the springs and the mattress, too, it's just metal on metal. It's just not intelligent. I'm well aware. Mm-hmm. You can't out me out of myself. I wear it on my sleeve, dog.
Where?
Around my sleeve. Ah! Yeah, that feels good.
It doesn't. Tell your story.
So, I'm pretty close to the ground. You're probably right. Probably like, how big do you think that is?
It's probably a foot and change.
That's it?
Yeah. Promise.
Whoa, dude. That's way more.
8, 16.
Dang. Yeah, so I was a foot and a half off the ground. I go to sleep, and you ever had that sleep where you lay backwards, and it feels like you keep sinking through the mattress, but your feet stay... it's like your feet are rising.
Yeah.
Like 4 feet up, and your head stays in the same place, or slightly down. It was like that feeling, and I was like, oh, I gotta check and see if I'm okay. This feels really weird. Like, I can't pinpoint where down is.
Yep.
So I try to pop my eyes open, and they don't pop open. They just, like... I can't tell when they fluttered open. But they open... and I'm looking at exactly where I know I am in the room. On my back, head tilted down, because I'm an idiot with too many pillows. And I open my eyes. At the foot of my bed, I just see
No, you don't, Cameron.
I see this.
If you're just listening, it's exactly what you think it is. Okay, great visual. Go watch the movie Parasite, where he comes from the basement.
Oh! That. 100%.
That's what he's talking about.
That, pretty much.
Oh my God. Way worse.
In blackface.
Why do they do that?
I don't know why they do that. They're demons.
They're on the other side. They're like, I can do whatever I want.
It wasn't blackface, but it was definitely just a dark figure. And I wouldn't say, I in my head, I want to say it had normal white eyes. Because I saw the eyes so clearly, but like looking back and trying to think about it, I don't think it had white eyes. I could just see that this thing was peering at me.
That's ethereal AF.
It was really, really scary, and I'm locked in eye contact, and I'm panicking. Like, sheer panic, but I could not move. I was fully stuck.
Oh.
Couldn't move.
Oh.
And I remember thinking,
worse.
this is why it felt so real to me, because A, I couldn't move, and that's just a horrifying feeling. It's like, you know pretty much damn well, if you're asleep and you can't move, you're waking up fast. I couldn't wake up. And I was just staring, I was like, nope, this is, the room wasn't moving, wasn't doing anything weird, it's exactly my room. So I'm like, okay, I'm fully awake right now. And that is something at the foot of the bed. It's not a person. I know that for a fact. I don't know how I know it, I know it's not a person. But also, I can't move, and it's not moving. And then my mind this is why it felt so real. My mind kept playing tricks on me, because I think it's moving. And I'm like, oh! But then I realized it's just like in the dark and your eyes put tricks on you. I thought it was moving until I had to focus on the back wall or my closet to see that, okay, it's not actually moving. But when I lock eyes again and stare at it, it looks like it's moving around.
What would be creepier in that position? It rising up or it disappearing down?
Brandon, you know damn well. You already knew what the answer was, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
God dang it.
That is my worst nightmare.
So, I don't remember how I got out of it. I remember ripping my head up, but it took what felt like, which I think would to anyone, felt like 6 years were just locked eyes, and it almost felt like not real, because I couldn't move or anything, so I couldn't test if its eyes were following me. It just wasn't moving, and I could not move.
It was holding you.
It felt like it was holding me in place or something, and it's not like I was, I wasn't flexing it out, I was just, oops, nope, my brain's not telling my body to do anything. Cool. I would like to be anywhere but right here, right now. Nothing? Okay, let's try this again. Get me up right now. Okay, nothing. Again, good.
He's holding you there, but there's another demon that's just
doing what to me? Yeah, there it is.
And you have no clue.
I'm getting shish kebab, dude. Yeah. No.
He's just, all he is this. He doesn't need any other part of his body.
No,
he's just eyes and nose over a bedpost.
Oh God, this other demon's just absolutely going to town.
Just munching. I don't know what it is about that, but that's got to be the creepiest thing I can think of.
I remember ripping my head up. Here's the thing. My eyes didn't open, though. I don't remember my eyes open.
Exactly.
My head finally shut up, but I don't remember this one glimpse, like this.
Did I wake up, or was I still awake?
It had to be 1 second on the count of 4. I'm staring at him, and I go, and I just rip my head up, and he's gone. I go, okay. But I'm by the way, I full on panicked. I went out, I a bunch of roommates at the time. I went out and turned all the fucking lights on, turned all the music on. I turned a movie on, and I just was like, okay. I got both the dogs into like the living room. I was like, okay. Woke up to my roommate. 2 of my roommates came out like what the fuck is going on? I was like,
we're not sleeping tonight.
No,
we're not sleeping.
Hey, house rules, no sleeping tonight.
Sorry.
New rule.
Blah 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 blah.
Start mixing.
Yeah, I feel better.
Tell what's behind me. What's behind me? Okay.
Be my 6. That is.
It makes.
Yes, I know.
I'm getting I'm turning red right now thinking about it.
I am turned on as well.
Stop it.
I have another creepy, scary solve something story.
Oh, good. I'm having a good time. Let's do that.
Yeah, but I'll take you back to the first time I actually had sleep paralysis.
Oh.
Like a similar story to that.
Mm-hmm.
I was visiting my dad, and
that'll do it.
And I was like, "Give me a."
And your dad was in blackface.
He wasn't even.
Sorry, it's funny. Can you use this? Is this something?
It says, "Hey, you want to use this? You want to film this? Why can't I move, Dad?"
Yeah. Well, I knew you wouldn't like it, so I dosed you.
I don't.
I dosed you pretty good.
I was at my dad's. My sister was there too. We were, I guess, visiting him for like holiday or something. She was upstairs. I was sleeping on the couch downstairs right next to his room. And...
First of all, couch in the middle of the room, couch against the wall?
Couch against the wall.
Okay, that's better. It's better.
Better?
Slightly.
Okay.
But also no. Depends on how you look at it.
Are you... I thought you were going with, like, because ghosts only want to do this. You're talking about... There's two ends of a couch. Mm-hmm. That's freaking me out right now.
I'm so sorry. You didn't think about that in the story, did you?
Brother, I did not think about that. Mm-hmm. That's freaking me out.
Middle of a room couch?
Oh my god.
Get out of my face.
I'm not looking anywhere.
Hell no, dude. In fact, I'm not staying at that house.
You're right. I shouldn't have stayed. Because I'm laying on the couch like this. I'm just on my back. And I wake up. I'm awake. And I feel a pressure on my chest.
There it is.
Yeah. And I freak out, so I go to, like, sit up.
Nothing.
You can't.
Nope.
And I tried, and then I tried to yell, because I was like, I gotta get my dad. And I go to yell. Nope, you're not doing that either. Mm-hmm. And then you just feel this dark presence.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, shit.
I'd be so sick of my working hands.
This is gonna suck for me, right? I'm about to get plowed. My blackface.
This isn't grandma with cookies, is it? No, blackface pounding.
And eventually, it's the same thing. I, like, shot up. I was able to move. Like, it allowed me to move.
Oh, ew, that's worse.
Yes.
He was playing with you.
It was creepy. And then my dad is obviously, I was raised in the church, so we have, like, these creepy stories. And my dad... in that house, I told him about it the next day. I was like, I had this happen. And then he starts telling me what he's seen, and I was like, I don't even want to tell you.
You invited me over here, you a-hole?
You a-hole? You're telling me you've seen small children crawling on your carpet?
No.
At night? And you said come stay here? Uh-uh.
No. He's like, yeah, I need company.
Yeah, it's freaking scary here.
I need human shields.
I can't yell at night.
Dude, to hell with that.
That was the less creepy one of my 3 stories.
Yeah, that wouldn't... It sounded like you didn't see a figure. You just felt a presence.
Nope. It was... There was like a light on. So it was like... It was well lit. I could see everything.
Nowhere for your brain to play tricks on you.
Couldn't.
Gotcha.
It was well lit. I was like, nope. No middle of the room couch. That's a nightmare. I have those.
That's what kind of scares... It's really gross, dude. No.
That.
I know. What freaks me out about this is, specifically, it is that feeling. If the lights are on, you sleep paralysis, you feel that presence, and it's horrifying. But you don't see anything.
Yeah.
The weird part to me is, with sleep paralysis, it's in a dark room where your brain starts to play a trick on you and goes, oh, is that something in the corner? But then it gives it a physical form.
And then it is a thing.
And then it is a thing. It exists in the world. If you could move it all, you could reach out and touch it.
Yeah.
You can see that. You can see the ridges, the corners, the wrinkles on the face. You can see everything.
It's... If something is telling you to wake up...
Swing.
Punch.
Dude.
Punch.
Go for it. And if you can't, it's okay.
Then don't open your eyes.
Honestly, why do you care?
If you don't see it, it ain't there.
Let them do what they're going to do to you and hope it's quick.
Just finish quicker. That's on you.
Come on, blackface.
Come on.
Get it over with.
Hey, you should be able to finish quicker than that. I have one that my wife teases me about because...
I don't think I'll teach you about this. I don't think it's funny at all already.
No, she didn't like it. But it was at the house we were at before this one.
Okay.
Roseville. In Roseville. And it's a tough one to explain because it is it's another one where I didn't wake up. I jumped out of fear. Mm-hmm. But I was in bed with my wife laying on my back and I look up, like in the middle of the night you just wake up for some reason. I didn't feel an urge to wake up. I just was awake.
Yeah.
Looked up into the ceiling and there was a man looking like just a face through the ceiling looking at me.
Nah, thanks, nah.
Just look like gawking. Mm-hmm. And I jump out of bed. I'm literally out of bed jumping. Mm-hmm. And I said the F word. My go-to is, oh, what the, and then F word.
Yeah, of course.
And
by the way, I think I've said it 4 times so far, so you may.
Yes. So like, oh, what the fuck? Jump.
Yeah.
And my wife is like,
abandoned wife, of course.
What? And yes, I abandoned my wife. I was like, I'm still in the room.
I'm just not where that thing is.
I just offered you up for the anal this time. I don't want to.
Honey, I've been taking it left and right. Top and bottom.
I cannot take any more blackface fisting in my ass.
This is ceiling blackface fisting now. I can't take that.
I can't take that. So, the weirdest part about that was...
You were awake.
I was awake, but also... I had the, like, gut-wrenching feeling that it was me. Watching myself.
Whoa.
Like, it was like...
astral projection.
It was not... Yes, it was like not another thing. It wasn't a being. It wasn't a person. It was me watching me.
But of course you're still gonna freak out. It's a face through a goddamn ceiling.
Yes, it's... Yeah, it's like one of those things where, like, you don't know what's happening, but you sense what's happening.
What's even weirder that makes it sound so real to me is the fact that, like, you knew that instantly. That's not something you can just, like, think about and go, oh, actually, now I think about it, it was kind of like a presence that I'm aware of and know, but it was just weird to see it outside. You knew it was you.
It was just right here, like, that's me.
That's horrifying.
So in some alternate dimension and or some other timeline, I figure out how to watch myself.
Yes. Or, I have this cute little theory sometimes where, like...
Please make it cute.
It's kind of cute. It's comforting to me. And it was one of those, like, it's like one of those, like, childlike thoughts you have occasionally, and you can dispel them almost immediately, but it's one of those ones that you can't actually dispel this theory. But, everyone who you're talking to in your own head, whether it be praying or speaking to the universe or just talking so something can hear, you're talking to your future self.
I like that.
Okay, hear me out. Time is not linear, that's how we perceive it, right?
Yes.
It's actually just like a bowl of Jello. What's that?
It's all at once.
It's all at once. Everything that has happened or ever will happen is happening right this very second.
I agree with that.
So therefore, everything that will ever happen to you is currently happening right this very second.
And I saw it happen.
And you saw it happen. You know how you look back in a memory?
Yes.
You ever do that? You look at memories? Tell me about it, please. I have zero concept of memories. But, like, it did make that concept sound so foreign just now, because I really don't have a lot of memory.
Do you understand?
Do you know sometimes...
backwards.
Once the blue moon, you know, wisp of your childhood, and you think about it? What if the person you're talking to, the person who answers prayers, the thing in the universe that provides you something that you say, I have this, like manifestation, it's just you in the future passing things back to yourself.
Okay.
Concepts like taking care of yourself, or just sometimes you go, dang, I really wish I hadn't met this person. She really messed up my life for like 3 years. Just an example.
You care for specifics, or?
No, I'm good. No one in mind in particular.
I would ask you about it, but I'm not sure you have too many memories.
I got no one in mind, brother.
Got no memories of that.
Sorry, no memory. So, just looking back on a mistake you made, and then going, I wish I hadn't done that. You know, also you have intuition about things sometimes. You go, I shouldn't go to this. I shouldn't talk to this person. I should stay out of the car tonight. I shouldn't go to this. And I've heard quite literally hundreds of stories, like firsthand accounts of people doing this. Like, there was this weird feeling. What if that's like an echo? Like that feeling, that emotion you felt of like you actually went through with it and then watched your friend die in front of you and you go, oh my God, why did I make him get in the car? Why did I follow him get in the car? What would have been different if that happened? What if that's echoing through time, through dimensions, and hitting you?
That's good, Cameron.
Right?
That is. Thank you for turning this ethereal.
I got you. I took a really strong stretch, but I needed to because I'm staring at that goddamn window behind your head and it's freaking out.
Yeah, I'm trying not to look at the reflection of the window in your eyes.
Oh my God, oh, poor you. Oh,
that tiny, tiny window.
So what if it's God in blackface? You don't know.
I gotta know what his mouth was doing under your bed. Like, was it smiling or what?
I believe he was just licking my mattress.
I'm gonna lick till there's no more box spring.
I'll get to you eventually, my pretty. How many licks does it take to get the center of you? 1. 2.
He finished and he left.
That's exactly right, and good for him, man.
Hey, get off.
Unfortunately, I could not. I didn't get the
For the
chance.
next week. Sleep paralysis.
So yeah, it's one of those like little theories I had when I was younger, and then it's kind of like
that.
Right? It's like a cute concept. That's all it is, right? And I'm like, okay, what if that's what you're talking this entire time, or what if you're separate? But then like I do like that idea of intuition, like echoing through dimensions, like helping yourself in the past. Like how many times has something bad happened to you, and you think about it, and you go, dude, that was horrendous. You tell the story to someone, or you're thinking about it like at night, and you remember when that happened. And you're like, oh god, that was really terrible. And you don't even need to say the words, I wish that didn't happen. All you're doing is thinking about it, and you're in that terrible knot in your stomach. And, like,
and so you get that knot.
What if you're
4 years prior?
What if you're helping another version of yourself?
Yeah, maybe I was like, remember that really funny moment where I jumped out of bed with my wife? Let's go back.
Let's go back to that.
Let's watch that.
Remember that really funny moment when I am now and me need to as well, and then I need.
I'd like to think there are a lot more moments in my life I'd like to peek on myself on.
Nope, it was one that no one could corroborate the story.
Yes, it was just, you slept good that one night. I want to watch.
And then he ruins it for you. Yeah. What a dick.
I like that ethereal side. I have had a lot of, I don't know what they are, dreams, astral projection.
Astral projection, I believe it's its own category. You couldn't call it a dream.
I don't know how to categorize it.
Yeah, just astral projections. You got into astral projection for a while, didn't you?
I used to, yeah. I wasn't filming a lot, but so I had to stop.
Yeah.
But I used to practice because I read this book, which I don't remember the name, but he made like 4 of them back in the 60s. And his journey of learning he could astral project. And it's wild. It's just a wild. It's a great 4-book set.
Who is this? Sorry, you would have honestly. Why did I do this to you? Because you would have just said it if you knew. Continue.
Like Journeys to the Unknown or something like that. But he came up with a course, kind of teaching you how to like do it.
Right.
And so I was like, all right, I want to try. And I would practice, which is basically trying to. You make your body fall asleep, but your brain not.
Exactly. So usually it involves keeping your eyes open.
I would do it with my eyes closed.
Whoa! I would just fall asleep. I couldn't do it with my eyes closed.
There have been times that I would fall asleep, but a lot of the times I would get to the same point. And he says this in the book. He's like, the only thing stopping people is fear. And it is true, because I'll get to the same point every time and freak out. It wakes me up.
Your body thinks it's dying.
Yes.
Yes.
It is. I had it happen maybe 2 or 3 nights ago. And I'm used to it by now. Like when it happens, I'm like, no, just let it happen. This one scared me.
Whoa.
And like nothing happened because I got scared. But it was the same thing happened where I'm aware that I'm like sleeping. Like I'm in that awake asleep. And I'm laying down. And you start to feel this like intense vibration in your body.
Right.
And it's just like pulsating your entire body. And it's either follow or wake up. And that's that's as far as you get, because fear will come in right there.
Here's my theory from like, I think I've projected, I told you this once, like twice in my whole life. The way I describe it, so people just go, oh, if they've never even heard of astral projection, they're like, oh, that sounds horrifying. I wouldn't want any part of that.
Yes.
It is your essence, your consciousness, your soul detaching from your physical form. That's what it feels like. And yeah, dude, it's a scary feeling. It's like, okay, can I get back?
Yes, it's terrifying because I felt it, and then your brain just starts telling you, oh, I'm dying. I'm dying.
Yeah, because you're leaving your body behind. Your conscious is leaving your body behind. On paper, you're dead.
It's true. Because this one was, I've had a couple different ones, but this one was, I was flying through something. I don't know what it was. It was too scary for me to follow it, so I woke up. Because your heart starts pounding. You don't really say like, oh, I want to wake up. Your heart races, and that wakes you up. So I've had that happen all the time. I would practice, and I'd get to the point where I get like this intense vibration, and then I'd get either excited that it's happening or scared, and it wakes you up.
The trick is you just have to remain calm through it. But it's like, how do you do
It's
that?
tough.
It's a whole and no matter how like stalwart you think you are with your emotions, it's a whole different realm, literally.
Yeah, I've noticed that the only times I've ever had it done successfully, I think I've done it twice successfully, is not trying, and you have to be in a perfect state of awake asleep.
Yeah.
And I had once, like it'll happen maybe every 2 months now. And one time I was sleeping and I heard Gloria get up to go to the bathroom, but my eyes are closed. But I hear her. She walks, flushes the toilet, she comes back, and I feel it. And I'm like, it's fine. She's awake. She'll watch Jameson if he wakes up. And I just went.
It's one of those comforting feelings. So you felt comforted in that moment.
Oh, I was so comfortable. It was just like you just settle into this. Like, the vibration feels good.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. And it's one of those that you talk about and you're like, no, you were dreaming.
No, I definitely wasn't.
I turned into a water drop.
Oh my good God.
Like, I was going through space. I knew what I was doing this time. And I was, like, flying through space.
Holy hell.
And I ended up...
Liquidated yourself.
I became water.
Oh my God.
Like, I felt like what it was to be water. And then something happened to where I woke up. And Gloria is dead asleep. She had not woken up.
At all.
At all. She did not wake up. She did not go to the bathroom.
Whoa.
So I don't know what this was.
It was a way of comforting yourself. It was your future self coming back and comforting you enough and giving you what you needed to see in that moment in order to get...
Yeah. So that happened, and then I've only ever seen my body once. So, like, out-of-body experience, I've only seen it once.
Mm-hmm. What room were you in when you did this?
Bedroom?
Yep. Which house?
Uh-oh.
Oops, dude!
No!
Oops, dude!
It was
Whoopsie-daisy!
Twice! It will happen twice. It's only happened once. I was in our current house.
Ah, okay.
Current house, I woke up, and I'm standing at the edge of the bed.
Ah, okay. You're not looking... You sure you weren't peering through the ceiling?
Edge of the bed.
All right, dude. Well...
Different bed, different room, different house.
You're at...
Had a child.
If you were at the foot of my bed, I swear to God.
And I was doing this.
Yeah, I was doing...
I was licking and stroking. So I wake up, edge of the bed, and I see Gloria, and I see Jameson, because he sleeps in between us.
And then you see...
And then it didn't, register as a bad thing, but I said, who's that?
Whoa.
And it was me, curled up sideways.
You knew not to be like, oh God, there's someone in bed with my wife and child. No. You were comfortable with it. You're just like, well, I don't know who that is.
It's a weird feeling when you're there. There's nothing like judgmental stuff there.
Right. It's just like, oh, you don't, even if you know it's you, if you don't realize it's you in the moment, it's like cognitive dissonance. You're like...
It'll catch up.
Yeah, exactly.
And it caught up, and I was like, oh.
Oh, so I'm...
And then I went, whoa.
Yep.
I was like, dang it.
Get me out of here.
So I've had a couple of those. I like them. I like them a lot.
I like them too. I actually, the first time I was projected, this is going to sound wild, I did it by pure accident because I got really, really, really into lucid dreaming.
Ooh.
And I don't know if you know, lucid dreaming, the steps to lucid dream, there's a bunch of avenues you can take. The one I liked that helped me at first, but never actually got me there, was setting a timer for every 2 hours of the day. Just vibration.
And then noticing things around?
Hands.
Hands.
Look at the palms of your hands.
Okay.
In dreams, by the way, if you want to lucid dream, what you do is, I did the whole timer thing. So every 2 hours, I had a vibration timer on my watch, and it would go off, and I would look at my hands.
Study them?
Yep. Honestly, just look at them. If you remember to just look at them.
It's weird. Have you ever just looked at your hands and then realized you're looking at your hands?
You know what's funny? Yeah, for 2 hours. Every 2 hours. Every day for so long.
This is weird for me. Let me have this.
It's very odd. Whoa, don't look too
That's what I'm saying.
What if it's weird? What if it's a dream?
Buddy, it's weird.
That's what I don't look at mine. I won't wake up. It's
Start
fun.
licking my mattress.
2 hours go off, so then when you're sleeping, you set it for like halfway through like your sleep cycle. So you're not affecting your sleep and whatnot.
Got it.
And you set your watch for that. It'll vibrate on your wrist, and you're so used to doing this. In your dream, you will look at your hands, and the second you see the palms of your hands in your dream,
you'll know it's not you.
For a fact, you are in a dream. It's like mushrooms.
Those
it's
aren't
like
palms.
Whoa, that's not right at all.
That's two dudes in blackface.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just two ox.
Yeah.
Huh. That's different. Have they always been like this, or is this new?
I know that like the back of my ox.
Hey, who's got the ox?
Who's got the ox?
Just kidding. I know for a fact I'm tripping out right now. But so, that never totally got me there. So what I have to do is going to sleep and staying awake while you fall asleep.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's really tough, and that's how I did. But that's how I did it. And also, I feel like that is incorrect because the easiest way to do it is just look at your hands. Once I learned that trick, just look at your hands. I stopped doing the vibration. I stopped doing everything else. I astral projected because I don't know what asshole did this, but gave that advice to basically like fall asleep with your eyes open. So I did with my eyes open. So I was fully asleep, and then I felt the vibration, and I panicked. And I thought I couldn't lucid dream because I was feeling that vibration all the time.
Oh.
I was panicking. I would stop myself. Like, oh my god, it feels like your heart's fluttering. I would panic every time because I didn't know what was happening. If I knew I was trying to astral project, I bet I would still probably never do it.
Freak out.
Yeah, if nothing else, I only was able to do it because I thought I was just going to lucid dream. So I was like, okay, well, then get over this, Cam. Let's do this. Took like 6 months, and finally, I was like, okay, to get past that hurt, it's scary. It feels like your soul is leaving your physical body.
Yep.
Because it is. It freaking is.
It is.
It is. And I did look at I didn't look back at myself, luckily, because that would have just tore me out of it. I went around, I flew around, just like the neighborhood. Cool. It was really cool. It just felt so real. And I was like, lucid dreams are nuts. These are insane, dude. And I was out all night, and then so when I woke up, I had full-blown got a bunch of sleep, but it's like I never went to sleep in the first place. It was insane.
Yeah. I wonder what the difference is from that, like lucid dreaming and astral projection, or remembering your dreams.
I remember all of my dreams.
I remember, I have a watch that tracks my sleep, and it shows me my REM cycles. So it'll say you had 6 REM cycles. And
you remember every dream individually, don't you?
I know every one of those dreams, all 6.
Can I ask you this?
Yes.
Do you ever... Are you able to go back to sleep and pick up your dream where you left off?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I can't move my head.
Oh!
You can't move your head in a different way.
100%.
Yeah.
You have to close your eyes and go right back into it.
I've done it multiple times.
I have a really, really easy way to fall asleep. If I never have a problem just going to sleep. Unless there's something I post the next day, something like that. You know what I mean?
Where you don't sleep.
Where I don't sleep. Yeah, panic mode. But my trick is to remember the most recent dream I have because I have such vivid dreams. If I just close my eyes and remember the dream and specifics and what it felt like and what I was looking at, I'm back to sleep and then in that dream.
Whoa. Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever done that.
I can't do it. What's weird is I can't do it the same night. If I move my head in the middle of the night, it's gone.
Yeah,
new dream.
You're not going back to something.
No, exactly.
Gotcha.
But if I remember that dream, I'll pop back into it, but it's so fleeting. It's like I pop back in that dream, but I don't stay in that dream. It warps so quickly.
Yeah. I wonder what that is, because some people, 1, don't dream.
Crazy to me, by the way.
Don't remember. They wake up and they're like, I wonder if that's a skill. Because I feel like I've had a lot of, early on memories where I'm like, I did dream, and it's just, fluttering away. You cannot piece it together to save your life.
Oh, God, yeah.
And now I'm like, I know what I dreamt 4 days ago.
Yeah. I actually have a tough time, with the real world sometimes, because I'll come out of a dream, I want to go back into that dream.
Yep.
And then I'm sleeping half the day.
Yep.
And on top of that, yeah, it starts. The deeper I go into those dreams, the harder it's come out of. So I'm just extra tired. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I hate that feeling.
That's what I was getting with the, trying to astral project, because you have to remain awake.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would be so tired because the first 2 hours of trying to fall asleep would be awake trying.
Yeah. You're awake and trying to stay awake.
Yep.
That's crazy. It's like you're exercising to go to sleep.
It's the best thing is just go to sleep and hope it happens.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't waste your time. I wasted so long doing this.
It sucks.
Dude, just look at your hands. If you want to just lucid dream, I would say lucid dreaming is
Let's do it tonight.
I'm so down. You want to meet up in lucid dreaming?
Dude, where do you want to meet up? Let's do it. I'm so down.
Lazy Dog.
Let's meet up at Lazy Dog.
At our spot.
We'll sit at the bar.
Yep. Top right.
Yes. I'll be there.
I'll be there too.
Wow.
Just look at your hands in your dream. Boom, you're dreaming. I gotta meet Brandon.
Gotta meet you there. Mm-hmm. How wild if we get this.
If we get this first try, we're recording a podcast tomorrow then.
We're gonna be, yay!
See, that's the thing I'm curious about too. Is I don't know if lucid dreaming is the same as if we're astral projecting. I know you and I can meet up.
Yes.
With lucid dreaming, I don't know if it's the same thing. So we need to test it tonight. I don't. So you're asking earlier, what's the difference between these things? I don't know where you go when you lucid dream. I think you're just dreaming like normal, right? Mm-hmm. And then your brain becomes aware of the fact that you are dreaming. So then all of a sudden everything becomes like ultra lush and like HD. Like you're just in the real world. It's beautiful. But you're not in the real world. I think that's the difference. Is you are still in this realm that your brain started to create, like the story that your brain started to make because you're just hallucinating in your sleep. And then all of a sudden you realize, oh shoot. So then your brain thinks it's in a real place, but knows it isn't. But then everything starts to feel like it's real.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We have no idea. No one knows.
No clue. Maybe we'll talk about it tonight.
Let's talk about it over a lazy dog.
Let's do that.
We'll both eat a lazy dog.
Like, this doesn't feel real.
Something about this isn't right.
My hands are rocks. I'm eating my hands right now.
I have 2 lazy dogs for hands. I'm glad we pivoted. The drive home's gonna suck.
Stop bringing it up!
I can't.
Stop bringing. I knew right when you started your sentence. You were going back to.
I wasn't. I had
Oh my
nothing.
God, dude.
I got nothing.
You don't have to look at the window behind you. Oh, you kind of do.
I have a door.
You have a door that's locked. This doesn't lock.
That doesn't lock.
Okay. I've got a good ethereal story for you.
Do tell.
This goes back to what we were talking about, where like I don't know what this was. I don't know what did it to me. I will say the topic of the conversation is God and religion. So if anything, I would assume it's that.
Okay, but it could be interpreted.
Interpreted any way you want.
Got it.
I also truly believe that we're all talking the same thing.
Gotcha.
That's my theory. So if you're spiritual and you're talking about the universe, I think that's what we're talking to. If you're religious and you think he's white with a beard, I think that's what you're talking to. If you're talking to Allah, Buddha, whoever you're talking to.
Yeah. If you believe in blackface.
If you believe in blackface. If you're unfortunate enough to believe in blackface and have seen it at the foot of your bed, maybe you're talking that too. Or your future self, like I was talking about, like whatever you want to call this, something happened.
Okay, I'm interested.
This is one of those ones, this was going to bring up earlier, and I bit my tongue to let you finish.
Uh-huh.
And it was like a little bit too big of a pivot.
Okay.
This is, you're talking about your air mattress, right?
Yes. Oh.
Having a physical effect in the real world. Mm-hmm. Sorry to bring that, shut up, I'm sorry. You don't have to look out that window, you're fine. Hey, bring it back here.
Oh, God.
For those just listening, be thankful you are.
That's tough. That's tough to drive home in the dark with. Hey, you gotta deal with that one. Yours is horny. Mine is just revengeful.
Twice as scary. Yours just might just stab and eat you. Mine's looking to fuck.
Get it over with.
So, my friend, I'll leave the names out of this one. My friend moved to San Francisco when she was younger and started dating this guy. And he was from a Pentecostal church. So he left the church, and of course you go out and sow your wild oats. He got really into psychedelics and yeah, no, you're good. Psychedelics and whatnot, and they got a house on Haight and Ashbury Street. On Haight and Ashbury. Do you know where that is in San Francisco?
Haight and Ashbury?
Haight and Ashbury.
I don't.
That is one of the most famous cross posts in San Francisco. It's right by Golden Gate Park. Or is it Golden Gate? I think it's Golden Gate. Right by Golden Gate Park. That's where, like, you see pictures of the Beatles hanging out.
Oh.
There's like Amoeba Records there. It's still to this day, there are just hippies walking around, like homeless hippies will walk up and be like, hey, do you want to buy some acid? Like, it's to this day, it's still kind of that.
That's wild. It's
wild as hell. So they moved into an apartment on Haight and Ashbury. I mean, literally the cross street, Haight and Ashbury. It was like above like a store, like a bottom store. Mm-hmm. Well, they got really into stuff. And she started, like, seeing crazy stuff, and so he panicked and went back to the church.
I can understand that.
Left her alone in a house where she was seeing demons.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. So then she goes back, and she falls, they both fall on their butt in different ways, right? And she goes back and, like, kind of her family for a minute, and then at some point, she misses her ex, and, like, you know what I mean? So then she goes back to his church. And then apparently the first time she ever went in there, she spoke in tongues.
Should have bought a Honda, but bought a Kia.
Should have bought a Honda, but she bought a Kia. So then she goes, I've been Pentecostal this entire time. And I know that because God spoke through me. And I go,
Yeah.
yeah, please go on. Yeah, very interesting. It's really convenient that this is the one true God, and it just so happens to be at your ex-boyfriend's church.
Everything just falls into place.
Isn't that lovely? And also, by the way, I have never said this before because I'm so empathetic, especially to a friend, but oh my God, I just realized she just came from hallucinating in a house by herself, and then she goes back. First thing she does is go there, and goes, oh, God spoke through me. Not once did I go, hey, hon, maybe sit down for a couple days, and then we'll talk about what's real and what's not.
Let's be rash.
I never even brought that up, by the way. That's a very funny part of that. Okay, anyway. Anywho, she dived in head first. You know Pentecostal church, like, there's a lot of rules. Especially for women, where it's like, dresses, no makeup,
Yep.
a lot of rules. This is kind of the opposite of everything I've known her to be, like, my entire life. Out of nowhere, she was like a complete different human. And I was like, oh, okay.
It'll do that to you. It'll do that to you.
Yeah.
You have to be.
You have to be. For all the rules and everything. Like, she was always very spiritual and very ethereal. That's the thing, too, is like, this is the opposite. It's like, there are rules. This is what happened. This is what we do.
Yep.
And all this is true. It's like, that's how that operates. It was the opposite of who she was. So it was really hard for me at first. I was having trouble with it, but I asked her, of course, clarifying questions, as a friend does. I was like, do you think it might have affected you? The fact that God spoke through you in the exact church, literally the same church, under the same roof as her ex-boyfriend. I was like, you don't think...
God works in mysterious ways.
That's so true. It's just convenient in the same spot. Is he chilling over that church over in Elk Grove this whole time?
Dang, God, you hard to find.
Shit. We all looking for you, right?
We built houses everywhere.
Hey, y'all hogging God in here.
There's other churches? Uh-huh.
Oh, you need to get out more, dude. Are you an introvert, God? Are you agoraphobic? You know you made that, right?
Buddy, I hate to say it, you got a huge following.
Oh, no, you're famous.
You're super famous.
No, I definitely can't go outside.
Oh, you gotta, dude.
You would simply have to.
You're gonna have to float when you do it, too.
There's so much bad stuff, too, dude. You got work.
Dude, you got work to do.
You're waking me up and making me go outside and do work?
Y'all so sick.
Go away, dude. And you're not supposed to be wearing makeup, you know.
Follow my rule.
I made 3 rules. Guys can plow chicks, no makeup, long dress. It's not hard.
It's not hard. Ain't I right, Elk Grove Church?
Yo, God sucks.
Dang.
So one night, so I do my best. Everyone and their mother was just attacking her for this, obviously, and there was no seen reason, right?
That's not nice.
So once I realized, well, exactly, no, not attacking her, I say, but everyone was like, so wanted to be the one to pull her out of this, right?
Got it.
And I think probably one of her only friends who was like, all right, y'all tried that method. What if we just like be here for her? What if we do that? What if we do what every religion on this planet has said since the beginning of time, and we just be kind and try to help and be present as much as we can, just the majesty of presence, and just roll with it. If I try to get indoctrinated, I will point that out. I'm an intelligent person. I can be like, well, I don't believe that, but thank you for asking. She never tried any of that. It was just, we hung out. And then, so we hung out a lot. It was great. But earlier on, it was kind of tough on me. So I called her dad one night. Now we're here to the story. Thanks for keeping along with me on the story.
I'm into it, man. Just like your demon is to your mattress.
Stop it! Sorry. He's really into it.
Oh, wow.
He does the alphabet. It's kind of hot.
Dang.
So one night, I had the old, you remember that phone? I don't know, it was Motorola. It was the Razr, the LG Shine. Do you know the LG Shine was the first one that came out? This sounds so bad, but it had a mirror on the front. So it was really popular in the female community. I don't know why I got it. I just thought it looked so sick. It like you slide it up, and it slides up like just a quarter. Like,
the keyboard?
And yeah, it was still T9. Still T9.
I gotcha.
But it slides up just this much, but the whole front is just it's like a mirror. And it had a first front-facing camera. Like, that was really cool. I was like, oh, wow. It was like cutting edge.
Oh, the one you could see yourself while you took your picture.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yep.
So, I had that phone. I had it for like 2.5, 3 years. Something like that. I love that phone. Loved, by the way. Loved that phone. So, one night, I'm having an especially tough time because she's coming to hang out. So this is what bothered me. We're hanging out. I had like I'm with 3 of my buddies, 3 like the core group over in West Sacramento when I was younger, right? And then she's going to hang out. I'm like, whoa, okay, you're coming to hang out with me? Well, I'm with these 3 people who she knew from before, but has not seen since because they're one of the ones like, hey, you know this is crazy, right? And she's like, you know I'm doing this, right? So you shouldn't call me crazy. And they're like, but you are. And
we should be friends, right?
Right. So then I go, I'm hanging out with these 3. And she goes, that's fine. I just want to come hang out with you. I haven't seen you in like a week. I was like, okay. Do you want to come to use? No, I want to come to you. I was like, okay, you know we're drinking, right? Can't drink. Can't drink. Mm-hmm. So like, we're having beers. We're playing beer pong. And then so she goes, oh, I miss beer pong. I just won't drink. I'll drink water. So first of all, very cool.
Very cool. Very cool Christian.
Very cool Christian. Like, oh, I'll play with you guys. I just won't drink. And I was like, that first of all, that's awesome. Dope. But it started bothering me. I was like, well, I reached this like this sudden impasse where I was like, so you can do all the things you did before, basically, except like, of course, like drinking and whatnot, but like, why? And she started to act more like herself. I'm like, why do you have to be in that church still? If it's what you believe, then be there. But there were times I could tell she didn't. Mm-hmm. And she would talk to just to me about it because she made all Pentecostal friends. So she would come to me and be like, yeah, there's this, like, I think it's really misogynistic how we can't do this. I'm like, okay, so that's a core belief in this religion that you have a problem with. I wouldn't say that out loud, of course, but like, I'd hold space for her and be like, oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Never thought about that. Wow, good.
Wow. She's thinking. That's the important part. But so she's going to come hang out with us partying, basically, and play drinking games. And I was like, okay. So I was just especially bothered. In this moment, I just kind of was weak, and I had to call her dad. And I was really close with her dad. And then her dad tells me the craziest thing. I keep trying to say names. I asked him, I told him my situation and how I was having trouble with it. And I said, how do you deal with it? Because you and your wife are 2 of the coolest people I've ever met in my life, and this feels like this would crush you, but you're always just taking it in stride. He said, Cameron, I'll tell you something that I have not told my daughter nor my wife. But I talk to God every single day. And I said, what the fuck did you just say to me?
What the fuck, Rick?
What the fuck? Close, weirdly enough. He goes, I said, what the fuck did you just say to me? He goes, I talk to God every single day. But I believe it's whatever we connect with, whatever or whoever or blah, blah, that might be, it is very, very personal between you and it.
True.
Whether that mean it's like a snowflake where every god is different, or we're all talking the same things, but because of the scope we're passing through, the film of which we're peering through the world, that makes it different. But because of that, it's just also really weird to talk about because you can't truly explain your relationship with it. And I was like, well, okay. So first of all, that rocked my head a little bit. I was like,
that's good.
The fact that this guy just, it's hard to explain why this is so insane that he's saying this. He was just like the wildest dude.
And the fact that
typically are. 100%. The fact that he kept this from his wife and his daughter because it meant so much to him, specifically. I was like, oh, okay. That rocked me pretty hard. Then he starts going into the specifics, like what I was talking about, passing the film, and like it's your personal relationship. And as he's talking, a thought occurs to me, and it's out of nowhere. It's not even on topic. It was me bridging the gap between why can't there be God and science? Because we all know there's people, I think, draw this line in the sand too much where it's like, it has to be God, it has to be God, or whatever. Call it whatever you want. Let's go with source energy. Let's call God source energy.
Yeah.
It has to be source energy or it has to be science. It's always, for some reason, it shouldn't be, I don't know if it should be separate or it should be separate, I don't know. I think because the two communities are so outspoken that it seems like they clash, it seems like there's this big battle in the line in the sand, but like, why can't both exist?
Yeah.
Why can't it go hand in hand? That idea popped in my head. I remember I was young, so like, it was weird this popped into my head. It's weird that it made so much sense to me in this moment, and why can't, it's obviously a thing everyone thinks about, but like, you know that feeling when you finally understand a concept?
Yeah.
Where it feels like not just a light bulb, but like warmth all of your body. You go, oh my God.
I get it.
I've been repeating what I've been saying for my entire life until just now it clicked.
Oh, I love that feeling.
You experience the knowledge instead of just like repeating it like a macaw, right? I had this moment when I realized, okay, why does it have to be one or the other? Why can't it be source energy provided existence, and science is one of the things in this concoction.
Yeah, not a separate thing.
Not a separate thing.
Gotcha.
So I had three, this is the weird part too, it's hard to explain, but I had 3 ideas at once. It was basically going down these 3 different avenues of, to make it super cartoonish, God blew this ball at this earth and then dropped it in the middle of nowhere, and then almost like a coder writing an algorithm. Science is the algorithm. That's the rules that we live by, physics.
Nice.
That's what we live by, but God created that. It's a cartoonish version, right? But the 3 ideas in one was, it wasn't like a guy with a beard made the earth and then something else took over. It was all at once, all together. And it was almost like, bottom line, it was bridging the gap between source energy and science. And I felt this incredible warmth. I think that was probably one of the first times in my life where I experienced that. And it hit me so hard, I hear a ringing in my ears. Like a huge ringing. And I'm looking up at the ceiling, I'm laying down on the couch, my buddy's couch, and it felt like the ceiling peeled away. I didn't see anything crazy. There's no way to explain it. I didn't see anything at all. It just felt like the ceiling peeled away and I'm looking actually at the start of the universe. That's the feeling I got, and I wasn't really looking with my eyes this time, so I can't tell you. Like, I don't remember seeing the ceiling at all. It was just, I saw the start.
You felt it.
I felt it. And ringing in my ears, and all of a sudden the ring subsides, and I hear Scott's voice slowly go, I heard my well, there's no way to ascertain who that person is.
Now,
I hear his voice come back in, and I didn't feel bad. Then it comes to bring back to Earth a little bit, but even like being brought back to Earth, it does not remove me from that feeling. And I go, hey, I think I heard pull up, so I need to let you go. And I felt really bad in the moment too, because I was like, I just
experienced creation
in one of the most important conversations of which I called him for, by the way. Yeah. And I just spaced out all the information he's trying to give me.
Just start sleeping, astral projector.
Yeah, dude. I'm watching myself. I'm enthralled by watching myself listen to him. Wow. That's dope looking, dude. That's pretty cool. I'm hot.
I should eat myself. Daddy home.
So then some boy go, hey, I gotta go on. I think your daughter just pulled up. Thank you for this talk. I'd like to pick up on this with you later. And I'm still in that moment, so I just kind of pull the phone away from my face, and I like half-hazardly look down at it. There was a green light that usually means like that's the sensor to tell you like when it pulls over your face, so the screen lights back up again. The screen never lit back up again, ever again. I pull the phone away from my face. There's a green light, which means it's on, which means it should be sensing my face.
Yeah.
It never
Goosebumps.
lit back up ever again.
Goosebumps.
And I'm sitting there staring at it, and in the moment, don't even worry about it. I just put it down, and I'm sitting there in this feeling, like just like the glorious afterglow. But I was in the midst of it too. And I'm sitting there like, oh, I get it. And in that moment, it's really hard to deny those thoughts of this is truth. Like this. And then when I realized my phone stayed alive for a week after that and never lit up ever again. I couldn't use it.
That's weird.
The keyboard would light up when I opened it and close. Couldn't call because you think I know what the screen looks like. So if I pressed the call button, it would call someone. It didn't call anyone, but the keyboard would light up and the light would stay on. And we took it in. And I wanted to get it fixed. They said there's nothing wrong with this phone. Good.
Yeah, it's not phoning.
No, it wasn't Sony. No. Basically, that's one of those in the real world. It affected me. The only other explanation I have is, we are electrical beings, so like that feeling or something just short-wired my phone. Like there's no explanation for this. It was so weird. I don't think I've ever told anyone that story before.
You're telling me we've known each other for 7 years.
Yeah.
That you saw the creation of the universe and you waited 7 years for a podcast to tell me?
Didn't come up.
Doesn't feel like it has to.
You didn't ask me if I ever witnessed creation, Brandon.
Did your sleep demon ask to lick your toes? No. You just do.
He was licking my toes, so you didn't ask. That's how I operate. Once you ask me, you have to ask the right questions.
Hey, you got any more of that wisdom? God speak. Did Daddy God tell you anything? Did he talk about me?
You have to ask specifics.
Dang.
Does he know I do that thing?
Does Daddy God know I watch myself?
Yes.
God. Dang it.
That's the first thing he said to me. I didn't know who you were either. It was really weird. Brandon Ferris totally gets off on watching himself watch himself. And I was like, who's that? And he goes, Simba. Back in the clouds.
You will know.
Yeah, that was like, I would say that's probably the I've had one more experience like that feeling of like just knowledge. But that one was insane. And that's the only one that had like a physical effect in the world around me.
That's wild.
Then I had to deal with my friend being there.
McScott?
Then I had to deal with my friend being there that night. I'm trying to like shake off the primordial ooze.
You feel like you'd have more to talk to her about.
We did. We sat down for like 3 hours, and I was.
You think you know God?
Yeah, I just met. And by the way, kind of a dick. He lives in Elk Grove.
Hey, he measures it like this, and it's correct.
He doesn't know that blackface exists. Do you know that? He lives in Elk Grove in this one Pentecostal church.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been there actually. That's where you met him. Yeah, never mind. You know.
Huge homebody.
Huge homebody. Yeah. Sweet guy though. Sweet
Really
guy.
nice guy.
Very guarded.
Clean shaven.
What'd you just guess? Kind of balding, but like doesn't know he is. So like I'm not gonna tell him.
He has a bald fade. Not long hair.
Yeah, isn't that wild? You'd think like someone told him, but I think you guys are all about him talking to you, but you don't talk back. Rude friends, in my opinion.
He might have been black. I don't know.
He's more like the idea.
He felt like he was wearing blackface.
He technically didn't have skin, but he was in blackface.
If he is everything all the time, we should cancel him.
It's canceled for sure.
Because he's doing an Asian accent in blackface.
Oh my god.
Cut the cameras, cut the cameras.
Cut the cameras. Yeah, that's a wild. I don't think I've told that story out loud before. It's a weird one to share on a podcast for the first time.
Hey, there it is. Now everyone has heard it.
There we go. You explain what that means. I don't know what that is.
Explain our podcast in the comments below.
I didn't see a god, but felt a presence. Not a person presence. Not a physical thing. Like something that cannot be seen or imagined even.
You felt an all-knowing.
I felt at one with source energy.
That's good.
I felt
like a water droplet.
I felt like a water droplet in an ocean, but also like the ocean itself.
Boy, we sound ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let's go back to doing comedy.
Let's do that. Hey, blackface
Asian people.
Asian people licking my mattress.
Okay.
I'm almost down to go back to... Were you about to say something horrible?
No.
Yeah, you were.
I was just letting the pause be there.
No, you were not. You were thinking about something really horrific.
Nah, Cameron, don't do that stuff.
I'm aware. You're going to tell me right after this, though?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you.
Okay, good.
You, me, and God.
Let's go back to scary stories. Those are more fun.
I'm going to go back to done.
Yeah.
With the podcast.
Done with podcast, huh?
Because I have...
So many more.
Like, after watching a scary movie, if you watch a comedy, you can go to bed.
Yes.
I feel like I can drive home.
You're so right. Yeah, I'm also like not scared of that window at all.
Yeah?
It's hard to be one with the universe and then be worried about blackface.
True. Boy, I hope YouTube doesn't care about the phrase.
Say it again. Why not?
Blackface. It's not a phase, Mom. Black phase.
A black phase? That's very good. Oh my god. He's in blackface.
And then he acts totally normal because we're all the same.
Exactly.
We're all water droplets in the space universe.
We are, though. If you... Okay, Brandon. If you want to get... Okay, Brandon.
You say it like I said something wrong.
No, you said something more right than you could possibly imagine. If you really think about it, so no matter what side of the spectrum you land on, so if you were just atheist and just pure science, what we just said is still applicable. Earth is just a water droplet hurtling through space. That is what we are. That I think we found the one thing that every single sect of people can agree on. Nah, flat
Blackface is bad.
I don't know, dude. God does it.
Must be right.
Must be right.
He just didn't have time to put it in the Bible.
Dude, flat earthers, get on board because this water droplet thing could work.
We're all water.
You're holding us back. What if we're all in like either simulation or purgatory, and in order to get all of us, reincarnation's real, just popping back on Earth, right? To get out of this prison, every single person on the face of the planet has to think the same thing at the same time for 1 second. Just one moment, we're all thinking the same thing.
It's got to be boobs.
Oh, it must be. See, okay, we're back to orbs. Yes.
Yeah. Water. Or milk.
Or milk. Pick one and do it, guys. Get us out of here.
I gotta go home, bud.
Oh, no, you're getting all horny, aren't you?
I'm getting mattress firm.
Mattress firm. Damn you to hell.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's very good.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, my child. Hey. Yo.
I'm God.
There it is.
This has been Couchfish Podcast.
It has, and it will be.
Continue to be.
And always has been. Always will be. And it is right now.
It is always Couchfish.
Mm-hmm. And am.
And am. Are also.
And you too.
Together.
Please.
As you turn the camera off, can you just go ahead and...
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Eat out our guests?
Let's see real fast. Hold
on. Real tight. Yeah,
it's gotta
real
be,
mattress.
Actually, you got turned off because I can't do this.
Okay, are you gonna...
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Yep, I'm just gonna do this right here. Yep. You're eating out though, right?
Uh-huh.